Hey love bugs, welcome to my very first Makeup Monday videos of 2016. Yes. And if you guys are watching my video for the first time, welcome to Beauty Corner. So as you guys well know, today is a first impressions review video on the new cushion foundation in the drugstores. Now, the first time I've ever seen a cushion foundation was Lancome. When Lancome came out with their cushion foundation almost a year ago. But the truth be told, cushion foundations have been out for years in the Korean market. We're just now here in America catching up to this new way of having our foundation in a compact jar. I don't know what you would want to call this. But anyway, as you guys know, this video is on the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. Just FYI, if you did not know, L'Oreal owns Lancome. So it was nice for them to come out with a drugstore cushion foundation for people who can't afford Lancome, because I believe the Lancome one is about $50, which is pretty steep, especially for the amount of product that you get in the cushion foundation. This one is half of a fluid ounce, just slightly over half of a full bottle that you would normally get like this Lancome. So it's pretty much like half of this, okay? If you don't know what a cushion foundation is, basically they apply it into a compact, I don't know what you call this, bottle, jar, I don't know what you call this, but they take a porous sponge and they just drown it with foundation. So L'Oreal came out with 12 shades in 3 different tones. You have your cool, your warm, and your neutral. And this retails for $16.99, I believe. That is definitely steep for drugstore, because normally I think the most people pay for foundation in drugstore is about $12. I'm in the color W8, which is the darkest shade in the warm section. There is a darker shade to this one, but it's in the cool tone. I believe that's like W7 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so the True Match Lumi foundation is supposed to give you this natural, fresh, luminous look for all skin types. Even though this says Lumi, and when you think of Lumi, you think of, I have oily skin, maybe this is gonna look greasy on me. They actually gear this towards everyone, and it's also safe for sensitive skin. They also state with this is that it is a sheer to medium buildable coverage. When I think of that, I think of the MAC, what is that? The Face and Body Foundation, where it gives you this really nice look to the skin, but it doesn't look cakey on the skin even if you build it up. So I'm assuming this is somewhat similar to that. Just to let you guys know, because it's sheer to medium, I highly doubt it's going to cover a lot of your imperfections. So if you have imperfections like I do, and you do want to wear this maybe for a light application or to a heavier application, make sure that you have your corrective color correcting concealers or just your regular concealers. So this is the packaging that I keep having in my face. Hopefully, you know, my autofocus is focusing on this and not this. But this is the packaging. Basically, it comes in this compact jar. I don't even know what to call this thing. And the top of it has a beautiful metallic of rose gold. I love rose gold. This is, I think, my favorite metallic shade of all. So it comes in this compact jar, and then when you lift it up, they give you a mirror, okay? And right here you have the applicator sponge, okay? And then once you lift the applicator sponge, there is a sealed tight top here where the sponge is, and when you open it up, Mind you guys, I already opened this up because I wanted to make sure that it was my complexion, because I wasn't going to do a review with a foundation that wasn't my skin tone. I wasn't going to come out my house looking ghostly. But anyway, you have your little tab here. Hopefully you guys can see it, where the sponge is, and it's sealed tight just to make sure that your foundation stays, I don't like to use this word, but I have to use it, moist. So when you open it up, again, you have this tab, and then you just peel it off, and then you have your foundation. Okay, and pretty much all the cushion foundation packaging looks the same. Okay, they literally all look the same. They say for you to use a sponge, but because they don't give a lot of product in this, I am not going to be using a sponge, because you guys know sponges basically sop up your product. I'm going to be using a brush on the demonstration. I am going to leave all my opinions to the end of the video, just because, I don't know, sometimes I kind of get ahead of myself. So I just want to, you know, apply it, let it do what it's supposed to do throughout the day, and then again, leave all my opinions on how the product looks, how it feels, and what I feel. If I didn't say it before, I'm going to leave all my comments to the end of the video on how I feel about the foundation, how it looks on my skin, is it good for oily skin, and basically what the product represents, if it's, you know, basically what it represents and what it states, or just my overall opinion. So again, I'm going to be using my brush. This is my e.l.f. brush. I am going to apply, just for safety, I'm going to apply my Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, because you guys know I am a oil slick. So whatever can help keep my oils at bay just for a couple of hours is okay with me. Okay, so I applied Okay, so I applied my primer. Now I'm just going to go in with the foundation. I'm just going to take my brush and dip it. Oh yeah, this is really wet. Those words just don't sound good. And it's on the brush, and now I'm just going to, I'm not going to color correct today. It's a Saturday. We ain't doing all that. I just want to see how the foundation looks. So, oh, okay. Wow. A little bit goes a long way. Okay. We can do this. It's slightly lighter than my complexion, but that's okay, just because it'll probably oxidize. Seems like a little bit goes a long way, which is good, because I'm a little 2 dabs covering a lot of my face. It's gonna press it into the skin to make sure that it looks blended, because on camera it don't really look like it, but in person it does. But you guys are not seeing in person, you're seeing on camera. So extra blend, extra blend. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like on my skin. Again, it's sheer to medium coverage. I didn't apply too much to the face, so you can see my imperfections, like my hyperpigmentation that I have here on my cheeks. Of course, this is slightly lighter than my complexion. It is of a yellow undertone, which I am, but it's just slightly lighter than me. So hopefully, cross fingers that it does oxidize. But of course, I'm going to be applying some other stuff to my face just to give give my face some life and somewhat of some definition. So I'll be back. I'm going to apply some brows and a little bit of mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so it's been about 15-20 minutes since the last time we've seen each other, and this is what the foundation has settled into. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Add a little bit of definition to the face, you know, just to be a little bit more presentable and less ghostly out in the street. I will show you a little clip on how it looks outside, just to give you the gist of what it looks like outside instead of studio lights that I have here. But So far, so good. I mean, it's nothing orgasmic special, but yeah, it's fine. So I'm gonna go about my day because I got a lot of errands to run. I gotta go to the mall. I need to go to 4 supermarkets, and of course, Target. Always gotta make a Target run on the weekends. But yeah, I'll be back a little bit later. Oh, let me just tell you really quickly what time it is. It is 11:22 in the morning. So hopefully I'll be back around maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. I actually have to do my mother's makeup for a party. So yeah, hopefully I'm back a little bit earlier than that. But yeah. Okay, so 7 hours have gone by. It's 6:15 in the evening. Don't mind the wire here. It's actually from my lavalier mic. This is what it looks like right now. It's not bad. It looks really nice for technically a full day of makeup on my face, or foundation, I should say, on my face. I am a little shiny here in the forehead, but that is to be expected. It's been almost 8 hours on my skin, so I do not expect everything to be completely matte without any type of touch-ups. As far as the fine lines, the foundation has not settled into the fine lines yet. As you guys can see, of course, I didn't do any color correction to my face, so of course the hyperpigmentation is going to show. So just in case you're like, oh my god, but it's starting to fade out in the cheek area, I never color corrected, okay? So again, yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna give it a couple of more hours. I'm gonna give it a full 10 hours. And the reason being is because I usually wear makeup for about 10 hours, from like 6:30 in the morning to about 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's actually more than 10 hours. That's about 14. So I'm gonna give it the full 10. So far, so good. And I'll be back with my overall review on this product in whole. Okay guys, so it's been a total of 10 hours. It is 11:02 p.m. and as you guys can see from my face, it is extremely oily and my pores are starting to enlarge, which to me is not a big deal just because it's been 10 hours and makeup is not really going to last you for so long. So I'm okay with that. The plus side to this is my blush is still there. The foundation is still there. Another negative, I do see more of the foundation settling into the fine lines of my face. Also, what I forgot to mention to you guys earlier in the video, there were 2 things that I wanted to say. Number one, this foundation does not have SPF. So if you are a huge fan of SPFs in your foundation and you do want to try this out, you're gonna need a separate product with the SPF in it. What else? Oh, as well, one of the most important things that I wanted to tell you guys, I can't believe I forgot. I wanted to know if this foundation was transferable. It is not, which is A++. I have so many foundations that are transferable. I've hugged people and it's on their shirt, and I wish I could show you my coat. My coat is like heather gray, and literally all on the collar, all you can see is just foundations. Before we jump into the pros and cons, I'm just gonna take a little tissue and dab my face because it's like super oily and I can't take it right now. So I'm just gonna go around my face and blot. Okay, so the pros and cons of this particular foundation. The pros: it gives you a beautiful finish to the skin. I look in the mirror in the bathroom and I'm like, yes, yes, even though you can see my imperfections. If you don't have imperfections, this is going, and you don't like heavy coverage, this is going to look beautiful on your skin. Number 2, I really love the packaging. I think it's amazing for travel. You can just stuff it in your purse. It's not gonna leak or anything. It's just a really good travel case. Another thing, even though you see that I was oily after 10 hours, it's still good for all skin types. most people are not going to wear foundation for 10 plus hours. So if you are oily skin and you're kind of afraid because it says Lumi on the product, or that's the name of the product, don't worry. Make sure you wear a very good mattifying primer, and to set your foundation with a translucent powder, not a regular powder, a translucent powder, and it should be fine. Another thing is, I said it before, it does not transfer. I love that about this product, because again, you can see it. I wish I can show you my code, but I really don't feel like getting up. Okay, so the cons. There's two huge cons that are the elephant in the room. Number one, the price. I'm sorry, $16.99 for half of a fluid ounce of product? Hell to the no. I think that is ridiculous. I think this is just way overpriced for the amount that it gives. And the next one, this one to me is the biggest of them all. The color range. The color range is pathetic. Are you telling me that you only gonna give 4 colors in each undertone? Come on, L'Oreal. Like, your regular Lumi foundation has a huge range of colors, as well as the other one, I don't know what it's called, the L'Oreal True Match foundation has a huge variety of shades. I don't understand why this particular one only has 12. And I have to be honest with you, I've noticed with a lot of the cushion foundations that they're only limited to a small amount of shades, which I don't understand, because there's nothing special about this. This is a liquid foundation dumped into a sponge. So for them to just have 12 shades is absolutely ridiculous. Another thing, another con that I noticed when I was applying it, as you guys know, I was applying it with a brush. I like to apply my foundation with a brush now, not so much as the beauty blender. But when I was applying with the hold on, it's kind of loose. But anyway, when I was applying it with the brush, I felt like that I had to really work it into the skin and really blend it in. So with this particular foundation, for some reason, it would look best if you only use some sort of a beauty sponge. They do give you a sponge-like applicator, but look how small this is. Who got time to be doing all of that blending with this tiny, tiny little sponge? So if you want to, you can go ahead, but this one kind of sucks. So overall, would I recommend this particular product? Yes and no. And when I say yes and no is, if you don't mind the price, you want sheer coverage, a beautiful finish to the skin, then and you can find your skin tone, by all means, go ahead and purchase it. If though the color range is an issue for you, or the price is an issue for you, go get something cheaper that gives you better coverage and give you more product for the amount, for the price that it is, basically. So it's a yes and a no. Would I repurchase this product? Hell no. Hell no, no, no. Because again, it's not special. It's just a liquid foundation and drowned in a sponge. And that's particularly it. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, you know what I like, love, and adore. Show a girl some love. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, don't mind my fingers. I'm gonna get my nails done tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.